You know, because I've been very sheltered.
No, you're fine. I just am going live now. Just because I'm over time. Oh, you don't need to go. You can keep talking if you want to. That's okay. Renee's telling me about the new hotness of what's going on with the medical hiring places nearby. There's a bunch of hellos from the chat.
Hello, everyone.
Including some excited waves. There's the wave back. And we've got Alicia and Eliza and Nicolailes. Nicolailes. The one and only, the Leles. He's doing some Hunt Showdown. I know a bunch of the boys are doing so. Well, not a bunch. I know Colin and Paul, and I know my brother's playing Hunt, but no, he's not playing with them, I don't think.
Cassette Beasts. You need a pencil to rewind it?
One of the items you can have is a rewind, and it is in fact a pencil.
Yeah, pencil face. No, come on.
Let's get started. Oh, it's Froggy. Oh, that's right. I got up to the, hello, everyone. Wifey just got back. She got off a little bit early from clinicals. Normally she doesn't pop in until much later. But, so I was taking the opportunity to say hello. Excuse me, I burp. I'm so full of pizza, and I had a couple Oreos, and it deeply improved my day. Having those things. Oh, there's a thingy up there. I want up there. Let me just see. You can just go. You. How come you can get up there? I don't want to do it. What if I break? Oh, is that a? Well, I broke it. Is that a battery thing? You ate cheesecake? Oh my god, I love cheesecake. Here's like the dangerous part though, is like obviously I'm very Caucasian, which means I grew up in a household that doesn't really know how to cook very good. But my god, do white people know how to bake? And so there's a very particular. I'm very particular about cheesecake, and my mom's cheesecake is so ridiculously good. And it's like the one thing everyone. Ow! How do I? I want up there. Okay. Oh my god! I dropped. Oh my battery. I was doing I was totally. Oh, that makes me sad. Hi, Eric. Yeah, the how is a valid question. Is battery gonna be back over here? Maybe? Question mark? Or is it dead? How am I supposed to do with my battery gone? I threw it off a really tall cliff. Did you say something, baby? If she did, it wasn't to me. Oh well. Yeah, she's talking to somebody. I brought Meredith to the mall. Meredith is the big titty moth GF that we all need in our lives. Yeah, Meredith is all kinds of way better than all my other companion options. If I'm being honest, I bet this place looked way tackier before all the Structural decay. I admire the post-apocalypse chic. That shop up there looks like the kind of place you'd find music, right? Yeah, it looks like an FYE, bro. The ghost and everything. Let's find a way to reach it. Yeah, like my mom's cheesecake is like, there are very few things that I'm particular about that I would be like no, my mom does it better than you. In fact, I can think of so many more things that I didn't think I liked at all. Listen, I don't know what these spectral creatures are. Ooh. Mothmanic and Mascatoy. They look ethereal. Are you really with us right now, or? I don't know if you exist. Let's do some smackaroni and cheese. Yeah, I can't. I don't believe I can hit them. Oh, I see. They are ghostly. They cannot be hit by attacks, but are defeated when the timer on ghostly runs out. Nopamine. Smackaroni and cheese and nopamine. Yep. I had nopamine earlier. Yeah, like there are so many more things that I could name off the top of my head that I didn't think I liked until getting with Vernay. And she cooked something, or her parents cooked something, and I was like, okay, that's actually, I like that. Okay. But the opposite is very much true for baked things, where I will have someone else's, and I'll be like, I'm convinced you don't know how to bake. You just don't know how to bake. Like, that's sad. Mac and cheese. Get her. Fucking get her. What's with the cheese hate? What's with the cheese hate in my chat? There are a few things that I will not stand for. This cheese, you cheese hating some bitches. It's not the game we're playing. Ghostly. I am lactose intolerant. I'm pretty badly lactose intolerant, and I will. Before I went to work, I had a spoonful of low-fat cottage cheese and a hunk of bread that I ripped off of a loaf with my hands, because that's how you eat bread. I want to try to bite it. Summon Tulpa. No. Don't call her friendo. Don't call her friendo. If you dislike mac and cheese, you have no friends here. You are not safe. It's not alright. It's not alright. You're a monster. You are a monster. Tulpa. One of these days, the Tulpa's gonna work. I got a Chivo. Who are you gonna call? There's nothing alright about hating cheese. Yeah, I feel like that's another good. Like, what macaroni and cheese do you hate? Because I feel like you only have had, like, fucking Annie's or some shit. Some inappropriate macaroni and cheese. You know, like, inexcusable macaroni and cheese. Like, what kind of off-brand nonsense are you eating? Who did this to you? Answer me this. Answer me. Who did this to you? Of course you love a good mac. Everyone does. Every single human being loves a good macaroni and cheese. That's how I'm convinced that Alicia out here doesn't actually have a soul. Like, if you ever wondered what an empty husk looks like, look no further. You goddamn doppelganger. I don't even understand. I don't understand you. I don't understand you. I don't understand the youth. Today's youth. Ow. I was going to say what's happening. Then I walked into it and I was like, ow, God. Ow. Okay. It's still doing it. Well, yeah, all that shitting she was doing. God damn. Of course she's feeling better. She got nothing else left in her guts. Said, hell no!
Huh?
Huh? Another underground train station, huh? Wonder who built these. Oh yeah, look at that magic crab. See, I don't hate brownies. Like brownies never sound great to me, but like if brownies are there, you know I'm gonna eat the brownies. I can't go in there though. I can't go in there yet. Okay, there's oh, give me this. I want it. What's in here? I feel like there's mysteries under here. Some sort of mysterious something. So, yeah, oh, I see. There's a lever up there. I bet that activates this elevator. See, like, I will eat and enjoy a brownie. But I don't think I've ever, like, been like, if someone was like, oh, here's a list of desserts, what do you want? I wouldn't be like, the brownie! Unless the brownie in question came with, like, ice cream. Or was served hot with ice cream on top, you know? Yeah. Huh. I break. Give me that. Give me that little wood. Demonetized. Heh. That peas are the worst thing to eat? No, peas are fine. Oh my god, I vanished it. Like, peas are fine. They're not my favorite thing to eat, but... British people eat them weird. I would say, like, peas are okay. Like, I'll put them in fried rice. Or in, like, a stew. Ba-doom. Yes, gift today. Chrome tape, dog ears, superconductive tape. A tape with a label that boasts the Bose-Einstein condensate inside. Lightning type. No. No one has mentioned it. Is it not supposed to be visible? I mean, I use it to click shit. I feel like I'm fine with it being visible, though. You guys want to see it? Yeah. You guys want to see my cursor? Oh, baby, look, I made it big. I made it big. I got the bot. That's how you know I'm official. Mod actions. Where's my mod actions? I think I need to be in Twitch for my mod actions. I'm super monetized now. Yeah, I gotta be over here. Ban. See ya. See, tomatoes. Now, tomatoes are bad. Yep. Tomatoes are not good. I don't like that. Stop moving. Just let me stew in whatever direction I was born in. Tomato sauce is fine. Depends on the tomato sauce. Like a nice strong spicy marinara. Yeah. You know. Yeah. Ooh, elevator. Oh, hi, bud. Oh, he's fighting me. Arcade. Like arcade? Like, honestly, most cooked tomato endeavors, I am more than okay with. But like, and like tomato soup? Yes, please. But like raw tomatoes, like under any circumstances, are not any, and almost any circumstances are not good. The exception to this rule is occasional salsas. Mushrooms, please. I like mushrooms. Look at this. Look at this thwackalope. Can we please appreciate the thwackalope with the zoomies? Ouch, it hurts us. I'm conducted. Yeah, conduct him back. Well, I probably should have tried to capture you, but instead I've beaten you with this giant mallet. Yeah, I like mushrooms. That is a trade. That is a trade that I would make 1000% of the time. I know Lady Ray also doesn't like pickles, so we'll often do we'll often swap pickles for tomatoes. I'm not a huge pickle eater myself, but I will certainly enjoy a pickle. Like, I'll have a pickle. Oh, I see. That's gone now. Like, I will eat a pickle. You're slow. Oh, he's gaining speed. Ooh, he makes a noise. He's like... Toy hammer. I don't know how much it's gonna do actually. Thanks for popping in, Alicia. I'm sorry that you don't like macaroni and cheese or brownies or all of the other good things that life has to offer you. My condolences. My condolences. You poor bastard. So I want to just try to... Let me just do this. Let me sprint. I'm gonna try to have fun with this mess that you left me with. Now I've got all these... The rabble has been roused. Everyone's all upset that you don't like macaroni and cheese. Which, admittedly, they should be. Because you're a monster. Whoop. Oh, that might have been too much. A little too much. Sorry, Mascatoy. Yeah, the brownie and the cheesecake slander. I agree. Unconscionable. Unconscionable. Like, I don't think... Like, there aren't too many desserts that I could say I don't like. Let's try this again. Let me just go a smack here. Or no. Let me go a toy hammer here and a smack here. Whoop. Bonk. He just pet my thwackalo. I don't know how I feel about that. Why? Record. Let me just see a basic tape. Let me see how basic this bitch is. Oh, that'll give him some static coding. I don't really care that much. Bzz. I might not be able to get him with this one. Let's see though. Ow. %. Oh no, it's gonna go down. I failed. I'm a failure. Mom, why? Try it again, but different. Actually, why don't we toy hammer and you record? Use a chrome tape. Who's on the mascot toy?
Recording.
Bonk. Oh yeah, we got him for sure. Oh no, my rat died.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, he sounds scary. Is this a Five Nights at Freddy's? Once some sort of character costume, the mascot toy is now closer to a shambling corpse. They are known to shamble, that's not shambling, endlessly in the abandoned halls of Fall Down Mall, their polyester stuffing slowly leaking out of their bodies. What are you guys up to? I know what some of you are up to. I worked with some of you. But Nicoleles, Eric, what are you guys up to? What's new? Tell me what's new. Tell me something good. I know what's new from my brother. He's clicking heads in Hunt Showdown. You're mine now. Poor Musketeer. He's dead. So what's new? What's going on? What you working on? What's exciting? Is there any uppies I can go? Yeah, I can go this way. You know, I also am permanently hungry. Except, right now I'm very full of pizza, which is a fantastic feeling. I didn't eat anything like... Well, I did. I had, like... What did I have at work? I had, like, a little granola, peanut butter granola, like, square thing that's, like, 90 calories or some shit. And I had... a 100 calorie bag of, like, chips or something. So I'm just on a calorie deficit, so I'm always hungry. That's literally why I don't snack on vegetables. I was just talking about that with someone the other day. That like I can't have vegetables as like a filling meal or a snack because I almost have like the same kind of vertigo that I would get like if I was motion sick. And my brain does the same thing that vertigo does, where it's like, hold on, my inner ear, like motion sickness vertigo, like when you're trying to read while you're in a car, is, not to patronize everyone in the chat by assuming you don't know this, but, you know, just talking out my brain thinking, is like, you know, your inner ear is telling you that you're moving. It knows that you're moving. And then, but when you're looking at a book, your eyes are saying you're not moving. And so when you've got one sensory input saying one thing and another sense telling you another thing, your brain goes, we're fucking poisoned. That's what's happening. So then you get nauseated because your body's like, there's something in us that is making us have bad information. So purge. And so, like, if I eat, like, a lot of vegetation, like, if I was, like, gonna sit and snack on a bag of cucumbers or some shit, then, like, that feeling of fullness, like, I don't feel sated. Like, I don't feel like I ate things, but my stomach feels full. And so, then I'm like, hold on, I feel like I want to eat something, or I need to eat something, but my stomach is very full, and then I feel sick. And I think it's probably a similar gymnastic to whatever the hell is happening with that kind of a thing. Swap tape with Mana Spear. What skills do you have? Good ones. But yeah, so I do know the feeling of like being full of something, but my brain is like, no, we need to eat. Or my mouth is like, we need to eat. Whee! Yoink! What's in there? It's wood! Honestly, I don't know much about Four Loko. I'm shoving you, Meredith. I'm sorry, but you're in my fucking way. I could walk over there, but there's some investigating we gotta do. What's happening here? What's going on? What? Did you just... Oh! Can I just do it? I did. Old book. It's an old book with a lot of strange words. Retribution. A recycled tape. Very good at getting plastic monsters. Yeah, I know that Four Loko was like... It was like an energy drink with alcohol, right? So yeah, depressant and a stimulant all rolled into one. Hey, don't touch me, faucet bitches. Wow. Here's a room. I find something very appealing about just big open spaces. Like large rooms, open rooms, empty rooms. Like the more floor area a room has, the more I like it. Oh, mannequins. Can I keep right clicking and it brings up a menu. Can I have these? Mannequins, can I have you? Will you be my friend? Hey, look, I'm a book. Yeah, you know Dilly wants the hat. No, don't. I was kidding. I was kidding. I don't have that hat. I want that hat in particular, not a hat. A hat. Get out of here. Electro shack. Oh, there's a switch. Here's the switch. Oh, the spotlight that turns on too? Quality. How do I have to go? I just broke my knees. Do I have to go, turn that thingy again? Turn the thingy again? Don't look at me, ghosts. Or you weird little faucet bitches. I don't want you! No one likes you! I don't love you! I didn't really explore over this way, did I? No, I couldn't. It's empty. Click. I can't stretch. I gotta avoid. Here. This'll be safe. Stretchy. There. Yeah, the most recent thing that I drew, I put it in my Discord. I sent it to some folks too. I know I absolutely threw it at Nicolele's. I drew a Kung Fu mushroom guy during D&D. Well, it was before D&D. Well, I mean, it's my D&D group, quote unquote, just because that's the vernacular, that's the parlance. But we're actually playing a Fate game right now, so it's not a D&D group; it's a Fate group. And hi, Dami Mommy. But yeah, I drew like a Kung Fu mushroom dude. And he turned out pretty good, I think. I haven't drawn my shroom dude in a while. That's like one of the OG ideas that I was like, I did a game prototype with a friend of mine named Andrew. And I have all these concept art things of like little mushroom guys doing stuff because the main character was a mushroom. And then the project kind of fell through. Andrew's a very busy guy. He's a CEO of a company, a very impressive young man. And but I have all this art that I'd done for it, and so I ended up like taking it and scripting it, and so I've got a script written to have it like written as a graphic novel. And I think it was, I don't think, last November, the one before. I think it was the one before I started paneling out like a pilot issue for NaNoWriMo. And but yeah, it's like, that's the mushroom with the shroom dude. You can do whatever the hell you want for NaNoWriMo as long as you're writing. The entire point of Inktober and NaNoWriMo is to spend time on your creativity. So choose whatever creativity or whichever way you want to engage with your creativity, and I support that wholesale. One of my friends loves Curse of Strahd. It's his favorite module, hands down. He likes Ravenloft a lot though. Yeah, blog. As long as you're writing. Wham. Ooh, that Dominoff. Got Shrek'd. One deeged. You have nothing to fear ever. I mean, I would say it's hard to say that about a setting or a module, because all like that particular sentence that you just said is all about how a DM runs a game. It has nothing to do with the setting or the module or whatever. It's just how someone runs a game. So I would say, like, if your DM is resolved to bring those kinds of topics into the discussion, or resolved to murder you, sure. Like I use like that's one of the reasons why I like narrative heavy games more so, or like systems more so than like mechanics heavy ones. And even 5th edition is obviously the most narrative driven D&D edition by far and away. It still is on the mechanics heavy side of game systems, and so if you want to run a more narrative driven game, like I would suggest one that's either Powered by the Apocalypse, Fate, the one that I'm playing now. There's plenty of systems that are more inclined toward the narrative. Even like White Wolf's games, the storytelling system that you run with like Vampire the Masquerade, Werewolf, the Changeling, Mage, like that tends to be much more narrative inclined rather than mechanically inclined. But I like Powered by the Apocalypse games. And I always run them with the idea that like I am my player's biggest fan. right? Like, I want you to be cool. I want you to be cinematic. I want to create situations in which you could be cinematic and cool. And I really love that. I love when players can be like into each other's characters. Metarect, my beautiful boy, welcome. Like, I love those moments where people can just get like in and get visceral with their characters. And I think that there is a really good way that you can play into that and support that by playing with their mortality. And so there's definitely I am not inclined to kill my players, but I am absolutely not afraid to. Like, if that's the choice they make. And they like, and I'm also very like overt and upfront with a lot of like the decision making process, which is encouraged in the Powered by the Apocalypse systems usually, about being like, in order to do it, you need to do it, but then be upfront with what that means, right, with your players. And so it's like, oh, I'm gonna drive my car into his car. It's like, okay, you probably won't survive that. Like, this is how I earned my ticket to Valhalla. It's like, then shiny and chrome, get in there. And they'd be like, what, is there a chance I could survive? I'd be like, tell me it. And they're like, oh, well, I had a roll cage put in. And I'm like, then absolutely, who put it in? Well, I put it in myself. Then roll plus your cool stat to tell me how well you put that shit in. No, we are doing, sir. Vinyl Beat. I guess this is the place. Should we go inside? We're about to go raid a music store.
Huh.
It depends. Old school D&Ders, like, you can always tell, like, if you're gonna play Dungeons and Dragons and your DM is older than me, you're in trouble. As a rule, you are in trouble, because when you're looking at like anything older than 3rd edition, you have a much more adversarial relationship between the dungeon master and players. Like, 1st edition is strictly the dungeon master is making a dungeon, is a master of a dungeon. They are making a dungeon that is intended to kill you. And so as players, you need to outwit the dungeon master by playing through the game in such a way that you can outmaneuver a dungeon master. And it's much more mechanics heavy, because there's much more like written, like, how the dungeon master can put things together and things like that, or how they should put things together. But once you hit like 3rd edition, it starts to become much more like the storytelling role, rather than sort of it feels much more like a role-playing game versus like an asymmetrical like strategy game, essentially. But I've definitely played with older guys that treat the dungeon master role, or act as though they're dungeon masters, are trying to actively kill them at all times. They're trying to outsmart them. Like, I had a guy that I used to play with when I was in college, and even when I was running a game, and I was very much more like the narrative focused game, all that kind of stuff. And this man, he would never make a character that didn't have a 10-foot pole that he carried with him at all times, and he would always hit doorknobs with the pole before he opened them, 100% of the time. And he would always carry a bag of doorknobs, and he would roll those downstairs before he would go down the stairs, ritualistically, every time. And it's just like, Bill, like, blanket statement, the doorknobs are not going to be trapped, and neither will the stairs. Bag of doorknobs. It's one item. It's listed just like that. Oh, what is this? This record has The Witch House written on it in big red letters. What? No, he had, like, he just played old school D&D. Like, he was like, when I was in my 20s, he was 50 some. So he just like, is used to playing where DMs trap everything, and everything is poisoned, and you get diseases from toilet seats, and...
Huh?
Wait, something's not right. Timeless and Strange? That's not the name of the album. And this cover art is slightly different, too. The track listing. I don't know these songs. It's some alternate universe version. The one I wanted isn't here. I knew I shouldn't have expected anything good to happen to me. Typical. Oh, rip. I agree. It becomes another Archangel. Archangel time. My people are not that healed. I don't have a good squad. Yeah, I don't really like that either. Like it becomes exhausting at that point. Like, you can't actually play the game. Like, I mean, I do understand there are different motivations and reasons why people play games. Just like how some people want to play just because they like rolling dice, they want to do combat, right? Which is fine. Like, there are games that are really good for that. D&D is one of them. So is, like, Rifts is a really good one. You can play Shadowrun. Really good for rolling them dice. And some people like that tete-a-tete. Man-to-man, mano-a-mano. I want to try to get outsmarted by and outsmart. I want to fleece my DM. Like, that's why power gamers exist. They just love to break systems and stuff like that, which, you know, is kind of in that same vein, except for instead of breaking system and breaking character creation, they want to break the DM's world. But I just tend to prefer character-driven interaction. I like roleplay. I like narration. I like when you can win a combat because you've got really good use rope and acrobatics, to use D&D terms, rather than, you know, big, strong, more attack than you. You know, I think if you can make a really masterful usage of support spells, then that's way more interesting and compelling than someone who just casts, you know, fireball after fireball. But I also understand the appeal of wanting to be able to just cause wanton destruction, you know, like, I get that. But it ain't my bag. Am I okay? Look at you looking after me. I dropped it. Can you see it? Yeah, it's up there. I just want to dump power into you. Unfettered hate.
What?
Why does it look so wrong? That one doesn't even look that weird yet. Hurts my head just looking at Dilly. It's an Archangel, isn't it? I knew I felt it. An emptiness. A hole where a heart should be. It empowers me. I wish to consume it whole.
Huh?
Who are you? What are you talking about? Your kind could live such rich lives, but instead you trade it for hollow symbols and artifice. You exchange something meaningful for nothing. My castle is filled with all the emptiness you leave behind. Your castle? The mall? Are you serious? This place is a ruin. It's filled with trash.
It's nothing.
Yes, it is nothing. And I am the king of nothing. Come, let me consume your emptiness. Give me the emo. Oh, is that your face? You look stupid. Nowhere Monarch. My Thwackalope is wounded. I'm curious if he's gonna melee attack, because I've got Magnet on, and so he has to attack me. Do I want to try? Let me try a parry stance. We'll see what happens. Charge it. Smack. Hell yeah, he smacked himself. How you like that? Trick? My evasion down. It'd be so easy. It'd be so easy to give up and just die. But that's not me. I'm sick of letting myself down. Dilly and Meredith's hearts act as one. Oops, we merged. Well, we look stupid. God damn it. I look dumb. God, stop flapping. Don't do it. It keeps flapping, and I don't like that. When in doubt, chop it. With my not hands. Ooh, that was a crit. Call to arms, rub it in. Rub it in, douchebag. Oh, it's like tap dancing. Yeah, that's why? That commentary. Welcome. Clearly a Sigma brain Sigma gamer. We got the hook. Thanks for the follow, though. Appreciate you. Let's wallop the nerd. Or slice. I don't know how much health that thing has. Whatever the fuck that is. That looks like a neti pot. Or some sort of ceramic tap dancing beskirted thing. Appreciate you. I really wish I had a different set of people out. I would have liked the whatever the hell my plasma screen cat boy. I wish I had that one out. Cassette Beasts is pretty good. It's a pretty good game so far. I'm enjoying it. A nowhere peasant. Yes, fitting name. This plebeian. Smack the plebeian with my giant metal hands. Ding. Are you get the Hades 2 page on Steam right now? You can sign up when we get access. I'm not super interested in like early access to things like that. Like I'm ready, like I want to play the game when it is ready to be played. Like I'm not going to take my cinnamon rolls out of the oven and give them a little before they're done baking. That's not fair to the cinnamon roll. It's not fair to me. So I'm going to let it gestate. I'm going to let the blast assist get all of its fucking cells in place, and then we're going to, when it's ready to pop, we're going to bring them out. Hades 1 is one of the is a fantastic game though. It is really fantastic. I don't know if I should be focusing the peasants or not. Slice them. Slippery grippery. We love, oh thank you. I love a good blast assist. How many times can I parry? Here's a question. Yes, you do need to go to sleep. Good night, Lady Ray. I'll see you tomorrow. I don't have a lot of heals either. This isn't going to be good for me. I was not ready. Mana Spear. Night-night. Do you stream, Sigma? Are you a Pokemon streamer? Or just a Pokemon enthusiast? Oh, they're gone. I was not paying attention. I was looking over my chat window. But they're gone now. Oh yeah, I think it would be, I don't think they would let anyone access it, Supergiant as a company. I don't think they would let anyone access it if it wasn't like in a perfectly fine playable state. Supergiant is, they have a lot of intelligence about their market, their audience, and who's playing their stuff. I've been following them for a long time. Do I wallop or do I charge? Does it matter? I don't think so. I like wallop is a better word. Blah, with my little blah. Oh, are you an artist? Or do you just mean app in general? Like, well, obviously mobile art apps. Because we have a couple. Like, I do art streams. Sometimes. Nicoleles is an artist. Of the professional variety. Coloring is art. Also Wizard of Legend 2. Indie games represent. You guess you're a professional. Skill-wise, you've been at a professional level for a long period of time, I'm sure. But yes, you get paid to do it, you're a professional. Oh, I'm sleeping right now? Oh, he put me to sleep. I guess we need to summon Tulpas. Failed. We're gonna keep trying. You can't stop me. Quit spitting on me! I'm gonna demonetize my stream. Yeah, Silk Song. Half-Life 3 confirmed. I love Wizard of Legend, though. Eye ornament? When you say make patterns, is it like, do you do like mandala type stuff, or just geometrics? I don't have any good Heelys. That's what I need. With my stupid bird arms, I need some Heelys. Then I can just skirt on their asses. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose these guys right here. Summon Tulpa! I woke up though. Smack. Ugh. Confused. Goody! Ugh. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more pixel art. I've recently, so Metaract is a game developer. Also in chat. Hi Meta. He's also a beautiful boy. I really want to do a game jam with Meta in October, and I don't really have any sort of scripting or coding experience of any kind. So I recently got Game Maker, because they've got like a visual scripting system where you can do like node-based scripting, which if you've done any 3D stuff by chance or seen anyone do 3D stuff, like you've got like it's sort of like building a shader tree out of nodes, and you can do something like that, but it is how you program instead of actually scripting and coding, and I don't have any experience doing that stuff, but it's very, because I have done some 3D art, that it's very intuitive for me to learn the visual development stuff, and so I've been doing some of that, and so because I'm gearing more toward game development stuff, I might go back into doing some pixel art, so I might be doing some streams of that. I think right now I might be doing some sprite remaking / demaking is sort of my tentative plan for what I want to do. Yeah, and that's kind of, I'll get back to that, Meta. And that's kind of like what I want to do, is do some sprite remaking / demaking from like Ogre Battle 64, Unicorn Overlord, stuff like that, because I kind of have like a tile-based combat game that I want to start building the combat for, as like sort of my first thing that I want to start building toward. And so doing some sprite demakes and remakes from some games that are really inspiring to me, I think is a great way to keep it fresh. Yeah, I do. I use the program called Reflector 4 that I stream my iPad, and I can pick it up on my PC as a scene, and so I do digital art pretty frequently, sort of ish. More, I'm gonna be doing it more frequently, I promise. And I could just capture like my iPad drawing on my PC while I stream, but yeah, I want to be doing, I need to start doing some pixel stuff, and of course if I'm going to be doing pixel art, I'm going to be using either Pixel Mash or A-Sprite, because those are fantastic programs. guess I'm just gonna wall up the Nowhere Monarch. I don't know what happens if I lose a combat. Like if I die. Like what happens when I die? See, these are the ones, these are absolutely the ones that I should have been. I have a couple of friends that are big into it. I really love indie games, and I was a big fan of old school Pokemon for sure. Obviously, I'm an old person. I am 35 years old, and so I really like the old Final Fantasy games, like those old school JRPGs, Phantasy Star, Final Fantasy games. Pokemon, I liked Gold and Silver, were sort of like my bread and butter. Stuff like that, and I just like the freedom of indie games. And so Cassette Beasts also has kind of a visual art style that I want to do, which is like that 2D, like pixel. It's definitely got pixel art flair to it, but it's in that sort of like 3D environment with like the banner kind of set up, so it's got that 2.5D kind of a thing going on. Oh, there definitely are. There definitely are, but I take personal offense when my pixel games become 3D. That's why like my favorite Final Fantasy game to this day is Final Fantasy V. Okay? Like I'm sure all that stuff is nice that you've done with all this new stuff, but listen, Final Fantasy V is the best one. But I'm not going to gatekeep your Final Fantasy choices for real, though. You're allowed to have whatever one's your favorite, but I like 5. But yeah, so I like the visuality of it. I liked the concept of it. And it was on sale. That was a big factor. And I was kind of running low on games that I wanted to play on stream. And so it just seemed like a fine one. And people seem to enjoy it. I'm enjoying it. So all these things combined, by our powers combined, we are Captain Planet. Mountain Smash. Oh yeah, Ogre Battle 64, best game. I'm sure if I played it now, it would, like, I mean, I have emulated it and played it in the past 10 years at some point, but it might be a little slow for me, but it's a good thing emulators have, like, fast forward buttons. Battering ram. That wasn't the move that I asked for. There, big guy. Petrified. But he's already Earth type. Leave him alone. I guess. Yeah, this one seems like a pretty strong contender. You willful sheep. I told you to use defend, and he's like, no, I'm gonna use raise shields. Like, you're confused and petrified. Like, simmer down. Yeah, can we please have a discussion about the fact that there is an olive-flavored soft drink, because I don't like that. Keep thunder blasting. So I started blasting. I like good pixel art. I've done a little bit of pixel arty stuff. Flinched. Oh no, I won't get to defend myself with my petrified shit. Although the flinch does make him like lose his turn, so my petrified continues. I might like Coromon. I very well might like Coromon. Criticize. Tell this Nowhere Monarch that he is a big bitch. Smack him. Disrespect the Monarch. That was a crit. It's like, Like, what's your favorite game though, Sigma? Obviously, we know Eric's is Ogre Battle 64. Metaract and Nicolele's also sound off. Favorite games, like sight unseen, knee-jerk reaction. What is it? Ooh, good one. I did see that they have a multiplayer beta going on. I'm curious as to what that would look like. That's a good one. That is a doozy. Good answer. I would not put it anywhere. I would not put Shadow of the Colossus in my top 5 games, but there's no way that you could not give it an honorable mention, no matter what your top 5 games are. Really? Outer Wilds is your favorite game? Impressive. Oof. That was an important thing that just died. I didn't want that. Transform. Do I have a respool? I think I have a respool. I like Majora's Mask better than Ocarina of Time. I think Breath of the Wild was a super strong game. Really. It did a lot of things right, Breath of the Wild, in my opinion. I think it took a lot of the stuff that made Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask good, and it took them in a very contemporary direction in a way that I really liked. So I honestly, Breath of the Wild was an incredible game. I didn't play Tears of the Kingdom. I wasn't that interested in the premise. I don't really like that kind of, you could build whatever you want. Like, that's, I understand the appeal. I just don't have it. Mountain Smash. Let's respool. The Cat 5. Slippery grippery. Well, let's see. I can't. Oh, that's power 90 though. Yeah, with that 90 power, it's hard to argue with that move. Galactic Beatdown. Oh, he smacked my weird wasp. Link to the Past. You know, I never played Wind Waker, but Link to the Past, I think, is still to this day impacting the games that people are making in a very big way. And so not only do I think that A Link to the Past was a great game, but I do think that it was one of the most influential games that our generation has seen. One of the games that I have played that I'm sure you guys were here for already or were aware of that I played through. But, I mean, I did my first full playthrough of anything on this stream was Tunic, and obviously that was a very, very overt love letter to Zelda in general, but especially A Link to the Past. Yeah, Tunic. It was adorable. Lovely game. Lovely game. I can definitely think of games that were my favorite games growing up. Gunstar Heroes was one of my favorite games growing up. I play a lot of games, actually. Like, normally the new games that I play are old enough to be on sale, so they aren't new games, but they're new to me games. Unless they're indie games that are pretty cheap, that I've been following the development of for a while, like Songs of Conquest is a newer game for sure. I think it's still in early access, as a matter of fact. I've been playing Songs of Conquest. Sea of Stars is a new game that came out, last year. That's a very good game, very much worth a play. You can absolutely say a game is your favorite if you haven't beaten it. I'm not going to be one of those people that's like, oh, if you haven't beaten it, it can't be your favorite. Because, like, games are intended to be fun. And you play them until they're not fun anymore. Usually, for a lot of people, that means you play them until you beat them. And then they stop being fun because you stop encountering new things. But, like, Diablo 2? That game I played so much. Diablo 2, I was absolutely enamored with. Fallout 1 and 2. Fallout 2 was super pivotal in my coming up into games. Hey, mobile games are still games. You know, like I'm all about being gamer friendly. I'm interested in doing mobile games, and I think the first game that I develop probably will be something that is mobile friendly. Like Marvel Puzzle Quest, I love the Puzzle Quest games. A Marvel Puzzle Quest I had so much fun with as a mobile game. Fallout 1 I had a much harder time playing through than Fallout 2. I enjoyed Fallout 2 much more than Fallout 1 for some reason. Any of the modern Fallouts are not it for me. I mean, I can even go on record, and people can hate me of saying that, like, New Vegas I think is a missable experience. Definitely the best of the 3D Fallouts, but I feel like Fallout New Vegas, people like it because it feels the most like a Fallout game. And so if your gold standard for that game is the fact that it feels like the games that happened before Fallout 3, just play the games that came before Fallout 3, dude. Fallout Tactics I enjoyed. Here's the thing about Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas. I played so much Oblivion. That was my undergraduate years in college. So I played so much Oblivion. And so when I actually got to Fallout 3, it just felt like more Oblivion. Like, it felt so much like Oblivion. New vegans. Cool. Fallout 3 is easy to accidentally play through. Like, you can just be like, oops, I beat it. Whoops-a-daisy. Oh, I tried to put it to sleep. The bug did not sleep, though. Like, hold on. Let me pull up my Steam. Yeah, I want a silent protagonist. Oh, one of my favorite games, more recent favorite games, is Children of Morta. So much fun. to play through, and the overacting on the narrator is like Wayne June levels of fantastic. The like Darkest Dungeon, easy game to love, easy game to have. Hollow Knight, also easy game to absolutely love. Those are some games that are worth being favorite games. Hades honestly is also worth being a favorite game. Bastion is worth being a favorite game. Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, DCSS. Dude, I love DCSS. Old school roguelike. The first Witcher game made a huge impact on me. Risk of Rain as a series has been one of my favorites. I kickstarted the original one. I went way back with that one. What else you got for me, Steam? Tell me. Yeah, I think all the Risk of Rain stuff is very good. We could have a Risk of Rain stream. You want to have a Risk of Rain stream with me, Metarak? Risk of Rain 2? My brother plays it with me. I had a couple people in my Discord asking for a Risk of Rain 2. Yeah, man, get some rest. Thanks for stopping in, man. Love you. Yeah, I could absolutely just take a day off work, though. Or we could do it on a Saturday stream. Or a weekend, in general. Like we did with Killing Floor. If you had time. And the inclination. What's another good game? Borderlands. Oh my god. Borderlands 1 and 2? Borderlands 1 and 2 were game-changing. Borderlands 1 specifically, game-changing game. Single-handedly reviving, resuscitating, lifting looter shooters from the ashes. I had a lot of fun with Borderlands 1. Oh yeah, the OST is great so far. Like I've been using different. All of the tracks are available on like Instagram and social media and stuff, and so I've been using like OST as different my like announcements, my stream announcements and stuff like that. Yeah, they're fantastic. The music's great. I love a wailing electric guitar. I just have the lyrics off because it was when I first started playing it. If I was doing one of these monologues and also there was lyrics, it was kind of discordant. Oh yeah, no. Okay, here's the thing. If I'm gonna play a game with someone, I'm gonna be a diva about it, and like, I will play the game with you. If we get super far into the game and then you lose interest, I'll make another character and I will play a different character. But like, if I'm gonna play a game with someone, like, it becomes a thing. It is our thing, and I will brook no cheating if we are playing a game together. And this is something that, speaking of, Taylor Cleek, Watt Real Entertainment, this man calls me a king because he himself is monarchy. Yes. Let's get sweaty. Taylor just walked in. Taylor recently played through the Avatar game with his friend Matt Thomas, also of Watt Real Entertainment, the producer over there at Watt. And Matt had already completely beat the Avatar game, which Taylor was just on a podcast, by the way. Were you on What the Show? Taylor is just hot off of a podcast, and I say hot off because this man can do, and there's nothing he can't do that he isn't hot when he does it. So of course he's hot off a podcast. My God. But he's right off a podcast. So welcome back to the realm of that side of social media, Taylor. But But like I was so vicariously upset for Taylor, whether he wanted to be or not. I was very upset because, like, partway through stream number 1 of the multiplayer, because you had to like play it a little bit to unlock it. Partway through that, Matt was just like, "Oh yeah, I've already beaten the game, so I'm just gonna." And Taylor was just like offhanded, like, "Oh, you are all the way through?" And I was like, "Yeah." And in my head, I was like, I'd be done with that stream. I'd be like, never mind. I'm gonna go find something fucking else. I don't even want to play this anymore. I don't want to play this anymore. I don't even want it. Throw it away. Dash it away. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon 1 definitely was impactful for me. That's up there for one of my favorite games because I'm edgy. Disciples 2 was really good. It did make you beat Avatar faster, so I'm not sad that Matt did it because it made the stream, it made there be less of those streams. But yeah, Disciples 2, I loved that game growing up. Of recent games, Elden Ring was one of my favorites. Definitely my favorite Souls-like so far. I'd say hands down. And I did do a full playthrough of Dark Souls 3. That is all up on YouTube. I won't find out what's going to happen when I die. Not today, Satan. I'm going to win. No, I'm just looking through to see what my favorite games are, bro. Chill. You sound off. What are your favorite games? Best games. I don't know if I'm going to say best games, but your favorite games. Best games, not fair. Favorite games. I already threw down the weird ass gauntlet with Gunstar Heroes. Also Gauntlet. I just said Gauntlet. Gauntlet games were awesome on Nintendo 64. Those Gauntlet games. It's the only thing that was actually worth playing on Nintendo 64 outside of Ogre Battle. Otherwise, what are you doing? Playing Buck Bumble? Get out of here. Yeah, that's right. I'm coming out here with the Buck Bumble aggression. Slippery grippery! Trick! Don't spit on me! Don't spit on me! Cole's story is candy ass. Yeah, fave games. See? Not today, Satan. Nope. I accidentally killed a king. Barely. Barely. We fused? Yeah, we did. Stamina increased by 14%. You can now glide for 4 seconds. Perfect dark? Ooh, good call. That game is worth a mention. I know Eric has already gone to bed, but I absolutely know he just rolled over in his bed sheets right now. You must rise to the task at hand. You must walk the path most long. To the east your wings must fly, to the place only I have known. We got that far in the song already. This is new. For that is where my chambers lie, halls now empty and alone. The rest of the song is too quiet to make out. Oh, it's the Triangle Head Man. Nice place you have here, pal. But someone of your potential could do a little better, don't you think? Schlurp? Some humans got in here. Run along now, will you? I realized that this was a really trivial thing to come all this way for, and a really stupid thing to nearly die over. You didn't have to do this. Thanks, mate. I think I've had enough of abandoned malls and mortal peril for today. Come on, let's go back to town and check this record out. Thank you for stopping by, though, man. I appreciate you, man. Gigantic gravity worm alchemist. That's awesome. We love a potion worm. So, my favorite thing is that they know exactly what this is a metaphor for. People get so sheepish around the fusion thing. Like I feel like this is one of those, like I was mentioning before, like came up a couple streams ago, but like how people that are awkward huggers make hugging awkward for people that are just normal ass huggers, like that people that are pro hug. And like this is like a perfect example of that. Like if me and Taylor were just like, you know, doing our thing, or me and Metaract, me and Nicoleles, we're out doing our thing, and then all of a sudden we get attacked by an archangel, and then we just are like, oh shit, we're about to die, and then we just Megazord and start kicking its ass. I don't think afterward there would be anything other than like severe chest bumping and so much high-fiving, because there wouldn't be like, so do you guys want to like, should we talk about that, or I feel like they're like, no, they would just be like, sick, right? Like that's the appropriate response. It's pretty cool, right? It's certainly something. It's like our minds merged, and I am no longer me. That's what I'm saying, Taylor. Like, I would just be like so psyched. I would be like, dude, that's way cool. Like, I got to be you for like this much time, and it was so cool. Afterwards, whilst I can remember it, it doesn't feel like it's something that I experienced. It's like remembering a dream. Maybe our brains just aren't equipped to process it. Had you see, like, why do you got, now it's all sexy, and I don't want it. Not that it's a big deal. Not that it's a big deal if you have. I just was sure that was your friend's eye. I got bad news for you. This is coming out all wrong. Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, Meredith is my drink of choice, though. So that's appropriate. You should feel awkward because you're awkward. But like, the reason why we fused is because you're my first choice. So listen, circumstance happened, but now this is beyond circumstance. Now this is control. I've been meaning to ask, what makes you so sure that you have a way to return to life? I had a vision from God. You're gonna have to tell me a full story here, man. So I have an angel that lives in my head. I'll uphold my end of the bargain. You've helped me find a record. I'll help you find a way off of a new world. Oh. Almost forgot about the record. Yeah, let's listen to it on the grandma phone. Whoa, that capital I. Spent my teen years being very miserable and bad with people. When I went to college, I wanted to change, for real. The record was kind of the soundtrack to me, like, trying to change and get better. Not that I did. I almost made lifelong friends, but they don't speak. Well, I mean, you live on a weird island. They can't, Meredith. You can't blame yourself or them for that. You're on an island. An extra-dimensional prison. It's not you. Come on. Maybe that's what the Archangel meant. Maybe I've spent too much time distracting myself with stuff instead of trying to actually live. But even if we didn't find exactly what I was looking for, I'm okay with this outcome. You didn't need to risk your life to help me. No, I did not. A lot sucks about New World, but...
kinda cool.
Oh, shucks. Right back at you. Mare Bear. Bring. Fusion is now available in regular battles when partnered with Meredith. Fusions you form with Meredith now have plus 5% added strength. This isn't the first time that triangle bloke has appeared to nab an archangel, is it? Doesn't seem good. I mean, if you're not feeling it, Lele's, then yeah, just put the stylus down and take a little naparino. Go bed. It's not going anywhere. It'll be there tomorrow. Did you say something earlier about some lead you wanted to follow up on? Have you been shading while you've been listening to the stream? You've been working on some artsy stuffs? For that is where my chambers lie. See, look, then instead of like worrying about the fact that shading's being a bitch, I'm just really glad that you've been putting the time in to get this, whatever you have been getting done. I'm really proud of you for getting that done. You're doing great. Focus on what you have done and not on the stuff that is yet to be done. Yeah, I don't know what that means. I guess we better get back to adventuring. Didn't you hear some rumors about something happening in Cherry Meadow? That might be a good place to check out. Let's get back to adventuring, I guess. Whatever. What is that one? Oh, I need Kaylee to come with me to that one. Let's get a little rest, you know. Nap time. I need to look at my party. Repartee. Oh, Musketeer's almost leveled up. Tell you what. Did we just nap? All our people are full, right? Right. Yeah, let us swappy up there. And let's go find some villains. And get Musketeer to level up. Villains. Quest log. Start 8. Let's see. I know there's a... I did see the coin. I'm not sure if I can get there yet. Maybe I can now that I have my bullet dash. Scatter shots. Oh, I do need to go do that for Zed still. Let's go there. Let's do that. Let's do that. I gotta go fight some bullet bills. What? Rogue. Fusion. Okay, so that thing I said about you... Let me... Hold on. Let's get some real boys out for a second. Rogue Fusion. Go time. Get some. Fusion Swarm. Oh, it's a bunch of thwackalopes. Wow. Ooh, jeepers. I just one-digged him. That does not hurt him. I mean, it does, but... Oh, we had another thwackalope. Another thwackalope has joined. I don't need to bite. Smash that thwackalope. Yeah, it does have some groovy tunes, really. Oh, that one survived. Rat bastard. You dare. Still survived. Well, well. Let's take care of that, shall we? Bop. Thwackalope 5 has joined the fight. Right. Bite him. Make him not survive. Oh, you must have a much higher physical or melee attack than ranged. Ow. I did not get any HP. I didn't get any rewinds. Because I'm a fool. Chomp. Enemy Trilope. That's a Thwackalope and a... Yeah, Tri... blah 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 guy. The Trifinx, I think it's called. Well, well, well. What shall we do? Sure. Bring Musketeer. That sounds fine. Headbutt him. Wonderful 7. Ow. Berserk. Now I can only attack. Oh no. Meh. Cole Story. Get him with a toy hammer again. Give him the Squeakenstein. Missed. That accuracy down, coming up big. Yeah, now you're burning. You like that? Bite. Nom. Honky. Nom. Ew. Spit on me. Blah. Chew him. Ow, Jesus. Sorry, Musketeer. You got shreked. Flinched. All right. Yeah, Trifinx. I did remember it. Goody. Oh, hi. Welcome back. I'm about to headbutt this Thwackalope. Nope. Okay. I wanted you to just defend yourself, but nope. Mana Spear needed to wallop. Well, if you want to wallop, then just go for it. Ow. I'm conductive. Ow. Ow. Poisoned. The poison for Cusco. The poison designed specifically to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. Should I fuse? Let's do it. Okay, that also is not very cool. Unfortunate. That's not a... Okay. Well, that's ineffective usage. I grant you. Missed. Bite it. I mean, he's kind of cute, I guess. Just a little twitchy and weird. Get out of here. Musketeer! Mission accomplished. Oh, Musketeer got parry stance. We like that. Alright, so that thing that I was gonna do, I'm not gonna do that. Let's go back to Le Café. And I'm gonna buy items before I forget.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, ça va, Clémence? Let's buy the rewinds, get the respool. I don't need any more of that. I want some chrome tapes. Bye.
Au revoir.
Au revoir. Let's take a quick little breaky break. With our juice box. With both the Archangels appearing and us fusing for the first time, things have suddenly gotten very strange in my life lately. In a bad way? Don't take that the wrong way. Fusing with you is cool, but it's weird, right? I guess I wasn't expecting this island to throw any more surprises at me, not to mention your plan to find a way to leave. It's been so long since I arrived here, I barely thought about going back. I guess I was never that close to anyone back home to begin with. I don't like most people. I think that's why I like distracting myself. When I arrived here, I kind of got obsessed with electronics, making lights and stuff for the town. Gives me something to focus on so I don't have to think about everything else I'm missing. I think it was the same with finding that album. Sorry for being such a... being me, I guess. I don't have to apologize. Thanks. For a second, I sounded like Kaylee there. Do you know what I mean? She always acts like she's got something to apologize for. That's enough sincerity. Come on, let's finish up here. Oh, look, we got another... That was fast. I can now use fusion power when fused with Meredith. Fusions you form with Meredith now have plus 10% added strength. My broken tapes have been repaired. That was Musketeer. Let's upgrade Musketeer. Yes. What do you become? What? A rat Cassette? Excuse me? You what? I don't... They're towering creatures that somewhat resemble fairground carousel rides. The smaller rats that constantly rotate around the base of the bodies are said only to open their eyes at the moment the creature dies. What am I playing? Morbid? What? Yeah, of course it's an SCP. It needs to be contained. The Rat Cassette. What? I need to rethink my party immediately. Party. Nope, tape storage. Rat Cassette. You go in the box. Put in storage. What are you? A thwackalope, I feel like. Yeah, get out of here. For real. Who do I want? Do I want a poison guy like Jormungand? Or Nevermort? I know Nevermort. I've seen an upgraded Nevermort. They turn into Apocalypse? Apocalypse? Yeah, it gets like a meat centaur body. Puppercut turns into a southpaw. I haven't upgraded one of those already. The southpaw is ready to go and absolutely on cocaine. Spitfire. I could use a fire guy. Some of the animations are like Spitfire is super cute. Yeah, the Macabre became the Folk Lord. Well, the moths are related. Like the Dominoth turns. If you upgrade your Dominoth in the day, they become Tokusect, or at night they become like a Glue Moth. No, there's no Loveland Frog because there's only cool creatures. Taylor. There's a little sad bush cat. There's a little sad faucet. This game's bullshit. Fuck this game. But the mascot toy is cool. He's a Five Nights at Freddy's. He's an important one for you, Taylor. He's a Five Nights at Freddy's. Yeah, I might take the Spitfire. Have a little fire friend. Plus, he's adorable. Add to party. He's a Five Nights at Freddy's. Where'd he go? Mascot toy. He's like a dead... He's a dead husk costume. Mascot costume. He's a security breach if I've ever seen one. I feel like Gallagher is not a good usage of my time. No, I don't think you should ever play the Five Nights at Freddy's DLC. Not ever. I love and respect you way too much for that. Blossomaw. Yeah, like, you have to... You, like, make someone make you play that game. Don't do it on purpose. Yeah, I still have a Thwackalope. Ooh, so I don't really need to take Tokuzek. Oh, hi, Sweepy. What's that?
I dropped my phone this morning.
Oh my god. Is that your... the protector? Not a security one. You have a security one that I put on, right?
I just did it, yeah.
You haven't taken it off. You hadn't taken it off.
I was gonna do it yesterday.
What did you drop it on?
Concrete. It was on my lap when I got the car. I said,
Oof.
I know I think it was yellow.
But it was just a screen protector, huh?
Yeah.
That's what they're there for, eh?
But I was like, oh, I'll do it. Oh, I'll do it.
Didn't do it.
Can you see me? Can you see what I'm doing now?
No. Yeah, I can see it. No, I cannot. No. I can see it. So it's only polarized left or right. Do I want to take a Nevermort or a Yormung Gold? I think I'll take a Yormung Gold. Get some poison in my life. You want to sleep? Good night, baby. Wifey says good night, everybody. She's going to bed. She has to be to work at 5. Alright, now I need to go back and get these Bulletinos. Let me make that my questy quest. Track it. Yeah, it's just this one over here, right? This square. Come to Dilly. I probably should turn off or swap off of these particular guys. They don't need the XP. Whap. Schmack it. Extinguished. Ow. 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 Not the self-destruct. Let me swap my party members. Party members swap tape. Not the Yormung Gold. Take a Thwackalope and the Spitfire. Boop. No, 2 of them. These guys remind, like, I get so, like, they're very Mega Man. These guys are very Mega Man. Updraft. You shit. Oh, Cat 5 got Firewall. Of course they did. Did that count for 2 for the quest? Yes. Let's go. Wakey wakey.
Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Man, it shouldn't be this hard for a ranger captain to get a bit of shut-eye around here. You are a ranger captain? I guess you're here to take my ranger training challenge, right? Are you ready to battle Captain Zed? Sure. Alright then, let's hit the hay. I mean, hit the battlefield. Yeah. Sir, did you just proposition me?
Okay.
Who's your friend? Oh, Zed's got a starter grade? Of course. Let's do a little swap-a-reno. So that way the starter grade can't strengthen themselves. Nice preemptive strike, I suppose. Melted! Sure, keep berserking it. That is a durable starter grade, though. I will give you that. How many multi-smacks can we get off? 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yeah, Salamagus. He's not only a little lizard man, he's a little lizard wizard who spits. Ugh. Rewind, use on, Mana Spear. Light him again. Or multi-smack, rather. 3, 4. Ah, no 5. The lizard wizards. See, I did play a lot of Oblivion, and I obviously played through Skyrim because I'm a man of quality. But like Morrowind, I wasn't there for Morrowind. Like, I played it when I was younger, but I don't know if it was a function of my age or my attention span at that age, but it was not the move for me. Yeah, I just wasn't there. Wasn't there for it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take the 4. Bomb. Uh-oh. How's the fight going? Have I won yet? Oh. He was like, oh shit. Alright, we can focus that guy down now. Oh, his attacks are gonna Oh, that's fine. We'll bite him. Yum. With the heels. Man, Mana Spear is taking a beating. Give him the holy sword, Escanor. Ooh, that was enough to take him down. Oh. For sure. Cost me 2 wood to keep this fight going. Sharpen. Ow. Pity. Blah. Blah. Ooh, the crits. Ooh, the crits. That was rude. What's another game that, like, when I played when I was young, that, like, I didn't enjoy overly much because my attention span was shit? Planescape Torment. That is also a game that absolutely needs to be mentioned in, like, best games. One of my favorite games to watch my brother play. But, fantastic game, though. I just was not at an age where I, like, for some reason, I enjoyed Baldur's Gate 1 and 2, and Icewind Dale. But, Baldur's Gate, but Planescape Torment just, I think it was more story. The pacing was a little bit slower than what my stupid brain was ready for. But was it Dark Alliance? Were they the Dark Alliance games? I played the shit out of the Dark Alliance games on PlayStation 2. Better believe it. Bing! Champions of Norath was also a lot of fun on PlayStation. Right? Hard to find a game that was like as fun, like good. Hard to find a good co-op game. Period. I'll just throw that out there. But hard to find a better than that co-op game. I really love beat 'em up games. That's the thing about me. There's a DillyVODS factoid. I love beat 'em ups. And like that's one of the reasons why like Vanillaware has a special place in my heart, because they made Dragon's Crown, which is such a good beat 'em up. And other than like Dragon's Crown, like what are the good beat 'em ups out there? Like there's some like Fight and Rage, River City Girls, which I haven't actually played that or the second one, but I know it's pretty good. I know the Scott Pilgrim game was good on Xbox. Castle Crashers super strong, but I know the new Battletoads, new Streets of Rage, but they weren't hitting for me. The newer Double Dragon also pass. So there's like not a wealth of good beat 'em up games, but like Dragon's Crown, that has to be on the list as well of favorite games. And that's also one that I have not played an exceptional amount of. Back to the point of like, you don't need to be like a guru who beats blah blah. Like nah, even if you don't have 100% in it, it can still be a favorite. But Dragon's Crown is such a good beat 'em up. Sidewalk dimes are treasure.
Wow.
Sleep it off. All children are strange. They're not even real people yet. You know what, Nicoleles? I think you've always been a lizard wizard in your own way. I don't think there's ever a time that you weren't a lizard wizard. I think that final blow woke me up a bit. Here's your reward. Oh, he's got the Z's. Hit him with the Z's. Hit him with disease. Nuts. Shit. An uncommon meditate. I can do with a cup of coffee to wake me up. Just gotta smack him with the gonorrhea. Dude, coffee sounds so good right now. Yo, why are you doing that? Relax. I thought I levitated this. I thought I thought I had lifted that. Perhaps I'm mistaken, though. I suppose it doesn't matter ultimately. Kareek. Have we fought, you and I? Party. I don't know if I fought this woman. Yeah, I have. I have fought that woman before. No, don't. I had no intention to fight you, but I'm going to now, I guess. Yeah, that's a Masqueradle. He's the step below Jormungand. Don't spit on me, you big bitch. Ooh, Spitfire just said, I'll see your spit and raise you a fatality. Zoomies his ass. Get him. Zoomed. Hashtag zoomed. Huh. There's an opening here, as though I should be going this way. Well, that got me nothing. Meredith. Kermit Skuaskide. It's okay, I just respawn. Do you do pixel art, Nicoleles? Other than Hans race? Outside of the Hans race? I know for a fact you do Hans race. Don't look at me. Why do you all want to fight me? I'm stronger than you. Stop it! I said, do you do pixel art? Outside of Hans race. Not usually or not yet? Wham. Oh, I have no doubt you could. I've seen you do it. I've seen you animate it. Cooked them. Oh my god, the long haunts. I don't think it is a loose definition. I think it's a... it is a definition. I don't know why these guys are aggroing me.
Hey!
Hey! me! Ways to cheat with art in general or pixel art? Because if you want to find ways to cheat in pixel art, the answer is Pixel Mash. Easy. Wham. Did I show you the Elden Ring art that I did? Like a pixel painting type thing? I can pull it up in a minute. Oh. I will. Don't bite me. Ow, jeez. Jesus. Giant winged serpent hurts. Oh, he just got cooked, though. Literally. Ugh. Wait, it's meant to be repent for your sins? I can't believe I had it wrong all this time. Where are we at on the map? We're up there. Alright, well, let's go and rest, and then we're gonna look at some arty shit real quick, and then we'll call that a night. Let's take a quick break. Party! Rest.
Hey.
Cool thing about the Witch House is that, like, 3 other bands had to disband for them to form. Procgen fell apart when their bassist left to start his own religion, so vocalist Rob Handsome needed work. I don't think I care about fake band. I wonder what the probability of the 2 of us being here in this moment must be. Infinitesimal. How do you say that? Infinitesimal? Infinitesimally? Small? Is that the correct usage of that word? Infinitely small. Pretty unlikely, I'd guess. The math isn't on our side, is what I would say, Mayor Bear. Save. Save complete. Quit. Quit. Alright, let me find pictures. Where are you? I don't remember what I named it. There it is. So yeah, so here's a little pixel painting that I did of an Elden Ring screen, and the only thing that really particularly matters here is that this friend in particular is not only interested in like LARPy games, but he also has his own LARP. That's kind of a big thing now, that him and a couple of guys that I used to do different LARPy RPG things. No, I didn't for real pixel this whole thing. That's what I'm going to tell you. But so he is like big into the LARP scene and made his own LARP now called Vassal. It's kind of a big thing. It's becoming a big thing in the Midwest. But my friend Nick Brown did this, and he is known for his colors, his standards, and stuff like that. It's a wolf head. It's a checker wolf heads with stars, and so he wanted a painting, a digital painting from an Elden Ring screenshot, and he was like, hey, is there any way you could paint me into this screenshot with my heraldry and a spear in? And I was like, sure. And so here's the painting that I did. This is a digital painting that I did. And this one I very much painted. There's some photo bashing from the screenshot, but it's painted. And then I took that and I used a program called Pixel Mash, and then I rezzed it down. And so I rezzed it into something more like this with the same overall resolution, right? This way, but it uses an AI to, like, you know, downgrade it. Interior resolution. And then I basically did what I would refer to as hand embellishing. I added some edge lighting, rim lighting, you know, stuff that either didn't translate well, like how here's the unpixelated version, like these little bits right here didn't really translate well, or they just came across as like single pixels of a more orangier kind of color and stuff like that. And there wasn't, because a lot of these small subtleties in the sort of spongy texture that I used to paint the background, like a lot of those didn't come through super good. So I went through back to the pixelized version, you know, and I sort of pulled out more of these on the edge lighting. I really had to do a lot of cleaning up with like the details of how I wanted the armor to look, how to get the shine to look, because those kind of got really muddy when I rezzed it down. Then yeah, and I cleaned up this sort of back silhouette of this the plateau in the background. I think that's the plateau with the three white dragons or whatever up there in the background. And yeah, so I would say it definitely is cheating. Yeah, if you want to call art cheating or whatever, but you know, I was able to make a bunch of the body of the work that I wanted to use, and I like to do this in particular because if you want to have this more of a painterly pixel approach, then, you know, it takes a lot of the granularity, a lot of the textural elements, and it builds that into some variation amongst the pixels, so that way you don't often get like massive fields of the same color, but you do get some of that just sort of visual noise built in. Yeah, well, I mean, you could still categorize it as pixel art. Just, I mean, what else would you call this? It is pixel art. It is pixel art. It's art made of pixels. All digital art is pixel art, but but no, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, honestly. Like, I think it turned out really good. He didn't want a pixelated, like, well, I didn't say he didn't want it. He didn't ask for a pixelated version. You know, he asked for a painting, and he was very happy with the way his painting turned out. Like an animated GIF? I say GIF like peanut butter. Sorry if that offends. That I do not know. I know that it is much easier to animate in Pixel Mash than it needs to be. Like, it's pretty, like, well, okay, let me rephrase. Some of it is as intuitive as I want it to be, in the way that it, like, the way that you interact with, like, keyframes and stuff like that. I don't know if you can just take a GIF and then do that. But I mean, if you have stuff in Blender that you wanted to make sprites out of, like if there's stills, yeah, just screenshot and then down-res it. Or just save it as a, you know, whatever, and down-res it. But let me, here, how about, I haven't played with it in a minute. Don't look at my stuff. Do I have, Where is Pixel Mesh? Where's my app? I know it's installed. Hold on. I hide this. Let me go find it. It's in art stuff. I would assume it's in art stuff. Blah, 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 blah. No, it has its own. It's just Pixel Mesh. Let me ignore that version. Alright. Alright, so I pulled up Pixel Mesh, right? Should I? I'm not gonna hide my face cam. Up in this top right corner, there's a layer and animation right here, just north of here, and my color wheel is up underneath my head. But let's go open pictures. What should I make pixels of? Crow pixels, teddy pixels, muckwitch pixels, goldfish pixels. Let's go with the deer head. Open. Jesus Christ. But see, it's got, I can, in this top part here is where it just will actively, you can see the resolution that it is, right? Right here and up here. And then you can just grab this and res it down in real time. Right? 1 pixel. 1 by 1, motherfucker. Red. And yeah, so if you know what kind of canvas you're working in, like, it's got to be inside 150. It's like, well, let me just take the long edge and 150. And that's what you got at 150 pixels. You can fit that in a 150 by 150 square. Don't save. Let's grab some fishies. You can pixelize the fishies. But see, like, depending on how you wanna approach it, like, there are definitely different or cleaner ways. If I was gonna do something like in like something that's gonna fit under like that 150, we'll go 150 again. Like, there are definitely cleaner ways to do this, and so that would be where where a lot of the hand of the maker would come in, or sort of the hand embellishing. Yeah, exactly. It has like some of that visual noise built in, that sort of visual interest. That what, as Marco Bucci calls the color vibrations, that are sort of keeping the colors fresh. They're not just like fields of the same color pixel. And then if I wanted to, I could just give it a black little outline over top of it, and you've got the vast body of the material that you want to work with. Oh, thanks. Which I haven't made any more progress on Pumpkin Heart, other than the last stuff that I posted over on my Discord, which was that's the last of him that I've worked on so far. Which, I mean, he's kind of, oh yeah, Taylor has that one. Yeah, he's got them fishes. But yeah, this is the last that I've worked on Pumpkin Heart, and I'm gonna resize the head a little bit and stuff. But I think I'm really starting to get a feel for the pose. I think what I've decided is instead of having like candy, just like a pile of candy sitting here like a big old poop, I think I want to go more like religious icon and just sort of take things like gravity and directionality out of it and just do like a recurve in the tail, and then have like just like a floating like pumpkin pail like tipping over kind of, and have like candy swirling out of it just to have like a secondary like adding some mystical element like ish element of just having like using the candy as like sort of a glitter or a sparkle, and also into a whirl or a spurl go, going out, and that way give it a spurl. Hi Tyler, give me a spurl, would ya? But but yeah, so yeah, just have like a tipping over pail and have that spiraling out and stuff, so I can have a lot of like circular elements feeding into each other, playing back into the composition and things like that. So I think I need to get back to it. I need to do more with it. But yeah, so Pixel Mash is a really strong tool if you want to do stuff like that, and then you can just like live action. Here you go. There was one, I had a GIF that I made in it. I don't know if I can find it. It was animated. I did animate in it. It was actually for a friend of mine's D&D campaign. I made a little animated thing. There was he wanted a volcanic deity, and so I concepted up the deity of Clast. And is this animated? Not animated. This is the color flats that I did though. Like where's the pixel art one? I had a pixel art one. Those are all just flats. What did I do with it? Oh, I think Pixel Mash saves them into their own folder. Hold on. Maybe? What the fuck do you save to? Go away, Elden Ring. Where do you save to? You do. But where is that? Where are you? Oh, I see you. Yeah. Like that, just a little bob. Right? Like nothing fancy, because yeah, it's just a little bob. And there's some color variation happening there, with the little crown and stuff. But yeah, and there's a little movement with like the color, the light doing stuff on the bottom, and then shadow, blah blah blah. Like very quick work, obviously, because a buddy of mine was just like, hey, here's the thing. Yeah, it's just a little thing. But yeah, so it was just like, it's what, 5 frames, if that. Yeah, and they're just cycling. Super easy to do, and I did it with the flats on different layers, and then the whole thing I just rezzed it down after the fact, and so I just had those flat colors just doing their thing, and then rezzed it, and then it I could turn it into a little animated thing from there. Easy peasy. So yeah, super simple using Pixel Mash. I would probably have to watch a tutorial on doing it again, because I haven't done it for a minute, and like I said, it wasn't the most intuitive animation software that I've used. Gren. Fish. Is? Fish? Yes. Like, honestly, this is an animation that I wish I used. Just going from wow and then having it come up. That's the animation that I want. How do I get that animation? That'd be a cool way to introduce, like all my Instagram posts should be like that. But I think when you save it, it has to save at a single, like a single resolution. Because it applies like the resolution to the whole animation. But I would love to just like, yeah, that. I mean, I could build that. Right? You would just like keyframe it. You could do that in Sprite. I guarantee it. You just have to keyframe it, and then you'd probably do it in like at least 8 steps. I would say, yeah, at least 8 frames. Probably more like 12. 16 frames. Could do. And stuff like that though is like more time than I feel like there's no benefit. Like, it would take me much more time to do that, or like do anything basically with my Twitch clips or my YouTube clips, and like do anything with them and then post them. Like, even if I put an hour into doing something, I don't think I would get any kind of added benefit. Like, there's no reason for me to do that. Like, I would be putting more time in and getting nothing more out of it, you know, unless I was going to, and I don't particularly find it overly fun. I was talking with a friend of mine, Andrew, about game dev stuff, and he was like, well, what projects sound fun to you? And I was like, honestly, dude, honestly, nothing sounds like it. Like, I don't expect anything to be fun for a long time, because I'm going to be so focused in trying to learn this medium, learning how to do this thing, that I won't have time for fun. Yeah, I am constantly burdened by an overabundance of cost-benefit analyses that are always running in my goddamn brain, and it's like when I am having fun doing art, it's because I'm doing it either in an environment. Probably I am doing it in an environment with a subject matter and in a medium that I'm not concerned with any of those things in any possible way, so I can be fully engrossed in actually the art. And so that shows a certain comfort level with environment, a certain comfort level with subject matter, and a certain comfort level with medium. That I'm at least comfortable enough with all of these things that they're not getting in my way. I don't need to focus about them. Focus on them. I don't need to think about them. And so I can just be doing the art. Then I can have fun doing it. And so when it comes to like game development stuff, like I don't have like I feel like learning is important, and I'm glad to pursue learning things, but I don't have fun doing it necessarily. Like, I'm not like, yeah, time to go do game maker stuff. But I understand that if I want to get to a point, a mastery, an acumen where I can start having fun in the medium, like, this is a necessary part of it. I don't have fun doing this. And so when he was like, well, what project sounds fun to you? Because he's interested in doing a project with me and collaborating again. So he's super excited that I'm getting into game stuff. And so he was like, he downloaded, he's actually a programmer as well. Like, he scripts. We've done this is the guy I've done game prototypes with in the past. And you know, he uses Unity, but obviously that ship has sailed. And so he's like, I want to do X, Y, and Z. Like, I'd be pumped to do X, Y, and Z. I don't have a lot of time though, so tell me what kind of projects are you into, so I can start learning Game Maker and learning how to do stuff in that, so I can do X, Y, and Z with you. And I'm like, dude, I don't know anything about anything yet. Like, I don't even know how much I don't know yet. And that's like the first step of learning anything, is once you get to the point where you know how much you don't know, or you start to learn how much you don't know. And like, but I'm still at the point where I'm just like, nah, there's a lot. All of it is what I don't know. I know that, but like, I don't even know anything. I don't know anything about anything yet. So, but I know that's a necessary step. And so I still haven't done my asteroids power up tutorial. I'll try to do that tomorrow before work. Today I updated my Tomebot to version 1.03, and when I did do it, I let Meta know that it worked. I did some not troubleshooting. I did some QA on it to make sure it was working as intended, and the errors that were happening were not going to happen anymore. So I tried to repeat them, and they were fixed. And then of course, when I sent it over the thumbs up, I also had to apologize to him, because I know how much time and effort he puts into not only building that but maintaining it. And I realized that it was kind of a shitty thing to let life get in the way of me putting the same enthusiasm in using this thing that he made for me than he did in maintaining it. And which of course, as always, I mean, the man can be nothing but gracious, but still I think it's important to show respect where it's due, and he deserves nothing but that from me. I think he deserves nothing but that from the world. Yeah, like, I don't know anything about scripting though, and that's the thing. Like, Godot, I understand would probably be better for me than Game Maker, but I don't think it has any of that visual scripting capability that Game Maker has, and that's kind of the only option that I have, since I have no scripting or programming experience. Not even a little bit. Not even a lick. I'm sure I could find like I know Humble Bundle is always running, software dev bundles on like how to do C++ and all that kind of stuff, but I wouldn't even know how to start. I'm sure I could find tutorials. I learned pretty quickly from tutorials, honestly. Like, if I've got a video of someone showing me how to do something, I can do that. Like, I can usually do that pretty good. But I feel like most people can. Like, if you've got like something that's like verbally telling you, visually showing you, and also there's written steps in a description somewhere, like all three of those things right in front of you, most people can figure that out. So I mean, it's not like I'm good at tutorials. Like, there are good tutorials, and I know how to learn. Got that going for me. Whoa, big fish. That gets pixelated kind of quick, doesn't it? Even at its full resolution. Whoa, green. I think I actually made this in like an HD portrait. I'm gonna I need bigger canvases if it's only going up to 1900. I need to be at least 3000 on my long edge, I think. I'm all for it. And that's kind of the thing. Like I definitely do better in collaborative environments, because I'm not motivated to I'm much less motivated when it comes to serving myself for my own gains. But if other people are relying on me to do things, then it's much easier for me to keep my motivation up, because I know that it is going to be impactful for other people. So I tend to do well in collaborative environments, especially if I know other people are going to be waiting for what I have to bring to class the next week or something like that. So I mean, I'm all for doing collaborative projects and stuff, but like, I'm very touched and flattered that Andrew wants to, like, is so excited about collaborating with something. He's like, oh, just pick a project and we'll make it work, and just lay it out. And I mean, I've seen him work before. And he actually is, like I said, he's the CEO of his own company based out of Chicago and stuff like that. He's incredible, and so I know he's more than competent, more than capable. But like I said, I don't even know enough to know like how to even direct someone else. Like I don't know how to delegate if I don't know what tasks there even are. Like I need to start making pixel shits first. I know I am the biggest loser, the most well-connected loser you will ever meet. It's a point of pride, actually. Yeah, League Spot is his company, which I think is doing important work making esports more available and accessible to kids for like after-school programs, YMCAs, and stuff like that as like a sort of a tournament platform, as sort of a standardized tournament platform, so like schools and shit like that can offer esports and video games as like an actual viable activity for students. And which is good, because I understand that, you know, sometimes some kids need to have something after school that isn't just going home, because not everyone has a great home to go back to. So I really believe in the stuff that he does. Even if it's just playing video games, I think video games can be so many things to so many people, and some kids need them. I mean, I feel like a loser sometimes because I work at a print shop. But I just need to remind myself that I work with some really cool people. And if they're working there, then I can't be a loser for working there. So I got some good people there. They've disappointed, not the cool people. The cool people have not disappointed me, but my coworkers in general have been disappointing me. And I'm gearing toward making a change if they don't. I think for other people that's a fine gold standard of what a failure, like what is a fail, like what does the fail scenario look like in terms of personhood. I think, yeah, if you're a monster douche, that's it. That's the fail scenario. But for me, I have a much higher standard because that's how these things work, right? So I have a lot of things that I would like to see for myself and be for myself, and I just haven't gotten there. You're not a douche. You're pretty cool. You have to be cool. You're subscribed to my channel. Only cool people subscribe to me. Clearly not a loser or a douche. I don't think I have anything else fancy that needs showing off, though. I don't think so. Where is... I could play that. That's a little teddy bear, a little low poly teddy bear night statuette that I did, a little diorama. I'm sure I've showed that one off before. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. Well, I need to take a shower, but I'll probably grab a shower and lay in bed and play some Sea of Stars before I go to sleep. I don't know where my... Did I make the book bear? Yeah. Yep. I did that one in Blender. And I made this in Blender. A little diorama. A little low poly diorama of a little cabin. The little walkway and a little shovel and stuff. Bench and a pond. Tanks. Yeah, I like low poly. And that's why I like PlayStation, like games that are made in the style of PlayStation 1 graphics in today's day and age, which Taylor knows. I hope he's asleep. I hope my boy Taylor is asleep. But he knows that I hate PlayStation 1. I hate Nintendo 64. Like, that graphic era is the worst. It is the worst. And the reason why I think it is the worst is because the textures, the way that that particular brand of stretching the ugliest textures you can find across the dumbest geometry that Euclid could dream up. And, like, it's just so upsetting. It's offensive to my eyes. And I know it's offensive. Because I can just take solid colors with decent shading and the most simple lighting and do something that I think is actually quite appealing to the eye. You know, using these are just basic shaders. I'm not even using metallics or anything like that, which I have done, you know, more fancy things. I don't know if these will work. Actually, that friend, Andrew, he also has an amateur, like, League of Legends tournament circuit that he runs. And I did their championship cup one season. So this was awarded to the winners of the TCL cup. I really wanted to channel my inner aggro Crag. But yeah, like things like that, adding metallics, doing glass reflection instead of just metal reflection. Like, they're kind of different approaches. Adding a bit of, like, you know, whatever. The mats on top of the shinies and stuff. But yeah, so, you know, little things like that. Like, I know a thing or two about shaders. And so, like, you can make a beautiful low poly game without much effort. If I can do these things, I know for a fact people that are building whole ass games can do better. And so, like, whenever I see those, like what is it, no one lives under the lighthouse, stuff like that, I'm like, you can do better, be better, be best. But yeah, I think that's all I think those are the only Blender things that I made turnarounds of. Which I'd have to relearn all of that stuff. I'd have to go through your ugly games. Hashtag ugly games. Are these ones you've made or ones you prefer to play? Because I could absolutely love a game that I visually hate. Like, I would give mad respect. And it's just like if you ever made me food. So food is absolutely a love language of mine. So if you made me food, I don't care what kind of food it is or how well it turned out. The fact that you made me food is so touching that I will eat it, and you will never know. Like, if you ask me, like, how is it? You know, I'll be like, it's fine. But if you were like, no, for real, then I'll be like, okay, well, here's what I have to say about it, and I will be nice about it. But either way, I would not volunteer that information, you know. And so even if you were like doing PlayStation 1 stuff, but you were showing me a game, I would choose to be impressed by the effort and the successes that were there, rather than focus on the fact that it's PlayStation 1 looking. And especially, like, based on this conversation, well, it's not. I've had that conversation at work, and I don't think you can lie by omission. I think you can. I think there's a difference between lying in being deceptive. You know, like you were being deceptive, but like you cannot lie by omission, because lying by definition is speaking an untruth. I think. Because someone was at work and they said something about, like, oh, my parents, or someone, like, I didn't want to lie to them, so, you know, I told them blah blah blah. And I was like, well, you could just not tell them that. And like, well, it's lying by omission. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's being deceptive. It's a difference. You're being duplicitous. Like, like, being deceptive is a choice. It's a skill. It's something that you need to intentionally do on occasion. Sometimes you have to lie for X, Y, and Z. Like, I understand there's utility in lying, and there's utility in being good at lying. I think it's just important to not do it overly much or do it unnecessarily. I think a moral compass isn't one that tells you you should never lie. I think a moral compass is what tells you when you should lie. Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I consider deceptive is when, like my wife will do things that are funny, and this is like a harmless example, and she's well aware that this is a thing that happens, so it's not like oh, cat's out of the bag, but I will laugh like an absolute moron, and you guys have maybe seen me on chat. I will laugh like an absolute idiot when I say something, but it comes out wrong, or someone says something funny, or says something that comes out wrong, if there's like a Freudian slip of some kind. Or you just fuck up a word, and I laugh like a fucking lunatic, because that is just so funny to me, and it was a long period of time of understanding, like my wife, who grew up in you know, like Memphis, like you know, urban Memphis, that, like, yes, you did something, and I am laughing at the thing that you did, but I'm not laughing at you, like, I'm not having fun at your expense. I don't think you're stupid. I don't think haha, like the thing that you just did is very funny to me, and I am just having a laugh. And then I share that because my brother also knows and has seen me laugh like a fucking moron when he says dumb stuff or things that come out wrong, or when I do things, because like no one will make me laugh like my brother. I will absolutely lose control, and he has seen me laugh like this, and so when these things happen, like, sometimes I just have to share it, and he knows. And I'll be like, dude, like, Vernay meant to say blah, but it came out blah, and I fucking died. And then after I send that text, she'll go, don't tell anyone, and I say, okay, I won't. And then like, that is deceptive by omission. That is absolutely being intentionally deceptive by omitting the fact that I may or may not have already told someone, but I promise not to tell anyone else. Since you asked. Yeah, I won't tell anyone. How did he know? Well, before you said that, I may have told him. Yeah, I don't often need to lie. No. When I do, it does end up usually... It's definitely a conflicting decision every time that I make a choice to lie, unless I'm lying like to someone at work. I will lie to my boss and other work people about any goddamn thing because they are inconsequential and they are means to an end, and they will serve my purposes, or I will go get a different job. And so I go full sociopath at work. Like, I understand that I clock in to your company, but you all will work for me to my ends, or I will go somewhere else. And so I will absolutely lie to work people about, like, especially if they ask shit that's not their business. Like, I called off on Monday. People asked me, like, and I just said I'm not making it. Like, I texted my boss and I was like, I'm not making it in today. That's all I said. And then, you know, I get into work, everyone's like, oh, are you feeling better? I'm like, yeah, I feel fine. I wasn't sick. I was sick of your shit. So I didn't come in, but, you know, I was well. I just wasn't going to put up with your bullshit today. Yeah, thankfully I produce a lot of work, so they put up with my shit. But sometimes, you know, I very much do the, especially like when I'm not in a good headspace, I process better on my own. Depending on what's going on. Sometimes I need to talk it out, but I'm like a cat. I'll come to you if I want your help with something that I'm emotionally processing. Otherwise, also like a cat, if I'm suffering or dying, I'd rather just go and do it on my own time. Thanks. And so, like, the common lie of, yeah, I'm fine. I absolutely use that all the time, all day, every day. You know, just because I don't have any choice but to be at work, and I just am processing. But no, I don't want your input. I don't want your help. Most of the time, I don't want you in my fucking space. So yeah, I'm fine, thanks. But I guess that's a lie. Yeah, I'm both fortunate and unfortunate enough that people that not all of them, but several of the people that I work with are genuinely do care about my well-being, and so they will if I give an answer that feels non-standard for me, then they will pursue it. And I do, for the people that like, that sort of like the twitches and winks, like the people that know, that are in the know, usually like have an understanding that one of my usual responses is a lie, but I give it so that way they like the in crowd knows something is up, and usually that's right as rain. If people ask me how you doing, and I say, oh, you know, right as fucking rain. Then, you know, the people that don't know well enough are like, ha ha ha. But the people that do know are like, well, I do say right as rain, and I do like drawls and Irish accents and brogues and all that. You know, it's not uncommon for me to play with accents at work. And so right as fucking rain, especially when I pull out the your mother jokes. It just, they happen. And so right as fucking rain is definitely a response that people are like, haha, good to hear, man. But like the people that like Steven and Eliza and stuff, they'll be like, oh yeah, he's not happy about something. But yeah, we're coming up in that 3 hours. We finished gaming about 1 hour ago. I'm gonna go take a shower and go to bed here in a bit. Well, like I said, probably do some CS stars first. I'm slowly I'm slowly working through Sea of Stars. I'm in the second half. We're getting through, and it's a good game. I don't want to like rush it, but I definitely feel like it deserves to get played. It deserves the playtime, so I'm giving it the playtime. But I'm excited for it to be done so I can see what else I can play on my deck. I want to open up Secrets of... I want to finish Sea of Stars, and then I can start playing Secrets of Grindia. That's sort of the benchmark that I have for myself, is once I finish the one RPG, I can play the other one. And I want to open that one up. I've been following that since its development in 2013. So... Oh, you make your bed before you get in it? Weird. Weird. But yeah, Pixel Mash. Oh, so you have to like make it, like put the sheets back on it, make it. Gotcha. Here, let me do this, just so you have it for whenever. There's the program name. Alright, I'm gonna wrap it up. Oh, thank you for coming and spending the evening with me while I played Cassette Beasts and stuff, and letting me teach you cheat codes for this pixel art game genie. Darling. We'll catch you on the next one. Doing something on Saturday. Not sure what it's going to be. Maybe more Cassette Beasts. Maybe start Elden Ring playthrough if I'm feeling spicy. But yes. Thanks to the Lele's and to everyone else. And Sigma for the new follow. Hanging out for Cassette Beasts. Our Pokemon fan extraordinaire. Cheers.